Welcome to the Mucked Up My Self-Care podcast.
I'm Jill from New York.
And I'm Linda from Tasmania.
We are two moms from opposite sides of the world who are living, demonstrating, and helping moms across the world build their self-care asset bank.
Ready to dive in? Messy, interrupted, imperfect, and most of all mucked up. Let's get going. Off the cuff.
I think it'd be very appropriate to start our podcast off with like an actual Mother's Day episode, since we released it on Mother's Day, maybe like the fourth episode we put out, but that's okay.
That's fine. Yes. Yep.
So Linda, tell me.
High and low. Let's start there.
Yeah, let's
As
do
we
it.
always
So
do. Okay.
high and low for your Mother's Day.
My Mother's Day. High. I definitely got looked after a lot. We went for a beautiful picnic with all sorts of food, way too much food, so much food. Down at the park with the dog and the bikes and the rope swing on the tree, and it was just all the blankets on the ground and everything was, it was beautiful. It was really nice.
That's so awesome.
Yep. I also feel like I just sort of kept it together all day and then got to the end of the day. Got to the end of the day and just got maxed out, or something just sort of set me off the edge. And it was unexpected. I tried to, at the time, say, whoa, where did that come from? Which didn't translate the way that I wanted it to. It came across as somehow probably too defensive, or just, why can't you just have a good day? And then I started my own self-head trash stuff. And then got into a big argument. And yep, didn't sleep much last night at all.
I'm so sorry.
Yep. That wasn't my favorite bit.
Why does that happen to like everyone, I feel like?
Is it everyone? I don't know. It felt like it was only me yesterday,
selfishly.
selfishly.
It happened to me too. It happened to me too.
Okay, go on. High and low.
Well, I took Declan to church by myself. My new tradition is I take Declan to church. We come home. He goes, takes a nap. I can do whatever I want with my husband, get myself ready to go out. And then he goes to his mom's with Declan, and I get to do my own thing until dinner. And then they're supposed to come back and we do dinner together.
Yep, nice.
So I came home from church and Declan was already asleep. So this is my low, because like you were just saying, I came back out of the house from putting Declan down and all of the stuff was still in the car that I had brought with us to church. Normally when he helps me get Declan out of the car, he takes it out. I don't have to ask questions. And I was like, oh, okay, why didn't you do that? I thought you were gonna do that. And then I look in his gift that he got his mother, and he got an extra card for her when I already told him the day before. I got a card from the both of us and from Declan for her. And because it said her name and not mom on the outside of the card, he thought it was just for me and not from the both of us. And I'm like, well, I can't really label two mom cards mom and not know which is for which mom. So I have to use their first name. So my mom's card said her first name and your mom's card said her first name. Like, common sense. But I got a little testy, and he's like, I thought you were really nice this morning. What happened? You left for church just fine. I'm like, well. So I had to step away and go get ready to go out. And by the time I left, I was like, I'm not mad. I just don't understand.
Yep. Yep. There's a song actually that goes through my head sometimes. It's something along the lines of, I'm not bitter, I'm just tired. No use making something excuses for the way that you're wired, basically. Yep.
Yeah. But my Mother's Day high was that I got to be alone for a nice few hours, and I actually wrote the first chapter of my next book. So I'm like, okay. Ah,
That's very exciting. Yeah.
yes.
I did buy myself a gift as well, just in case I didn't get one.
I bought all my own gifts too.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. And I got one as well. So that was nice
That is
at the
nice.
same time. Mm. I did feel like I was doing so well. And then when you see it coming, it's like you're watching a slow motion movie. Can't stop it, can't subtract it, try to help it, fix it, and it seems to make it worse. Ugh.
I will say that this was probably the first time that I recognized it happening
Yeah.
and what the
Yeah.
trigger was.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
then, unfortunately, I did
Yeah.
have a friend give me a call during the day, and she was going through some tough situations. She also had a very nice Mother's Day plan that got ruined. And I had a big revelation, and it was an eye-opening Mother's Day for my relationship with my husband and how I act with my hormones and reactions
Yep.
/ defensiveness. And yeah,
I had a
there'll be
big
some changes.
realization as well. So, yeah, because that defensiveness does breed conflict,
Yeah.
whether you're, both under the same roof or even if you're not, as
Mm-hmm.
taking that time away. And it's beautiful and nice. And then you like almost feel like, oh, this is nice. I want more. Mhm. I've forgotten about this and how nice it is. Yep. So today I've basically rested and done hardly anything at all.
But that's productive
Hmm.
because how are you mentally now versus where you were at
Yep.
yesterday?
Yep.
You needed that off ramp from the high
Mhm.
emotions. You were probably melty for celebrating yourself and feeling like you were
Mhm.
going to have to put a little bit more effort into making sure you were taken care of and celebrated. And so coming off that was
Yep.
smart to guard yourself.
In the past, it's looked like, I guess, depression, when actually it's actually a self-care mechanism in a way. I've just been like, you know what? I need to pretty much just recoup for a second.
Yeah. You're taking the time for yourself to
Hmm.
rest your mind and rest your
Hmm.
emotions.
Yep. Even though I had two kids jumping all over the bed and throwing balls at each other and all this, a mouse in the house. There's a mouse, which meant I had screaming 8-year-old at 2:30 this morning who didn't want to sleep in his bedroom anymore. He then had to sleep on the couch after that for 4 hours, and then he hardly slept anyway. So, so this afternoon we vacuumed it all out and changed the bed around and got all the things out from under the bed, which was, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Oh yeah, I was looking for that. Oh yes, there's some thing that's almost unrecognizable. Might have been cheese once upon a time. Ugh. So gross.
It's
Yeah.
I don't know why I was blessed to be a boy mom.
Oh, wait till you get missing the toilet. Stank. God, it stinks.
Don't I already deal with that with the husband?
Actually, if anybody can recommend how to get floor clean, stink out of the toilet, please, please get in touch.
I feel like my
Gosh.
bathroom already smells like urine way too much, and we haven't even started potty training.
I know. It's feral. Absolutely gross.
Yeah.
Yep. Anyway, I do just feel like I'm stuffed up. And then that guilt is huge. Huge.
So last year I ended up doing the same exact plan to celebrate my Mother's Day, but I got stood up for dinner.
Oh,
My husband and Declan didn't make it home to have dinner with me. So this year I was like, even if they end up late or they already ate dinner there, I can't be mad about it. So today
Mhm.
I had that mental note of today's about me. Who really cares what they're doing? I sent them away for a reason.
Yeah.
And it was a
Take
hard
extra time.
exercise to not
Mhm.
be my own worst enemy in my head while they were gone. So
Yep.
having that focus on the book and like really trying to be
Mm.
serious in writing this chapter, I think was like the key
Mm.
to keeping my mind in that place.
And maybe not feeling like you then have to tidy up all the stuff around the house.
I
'Cause that's
definitely
often
made sure I
sometimes
got away.
that's the stage I get to where I'm like, okay, my mind is loud. And so I'll just do something that's mindless,
So you could
which
dull it
usually
out.
means vacuuming or bloody scrubbing the bathroom, toilet, stank, kitchen, dishes. And then I end up frustrated that I've spent my time doing that. And so today it's
Yep.
pretty much all been left. It's a mess. Absolutely trashed out there.
Yep. I didn't clean up yesterday. And that's why I was late this morning to record with you. So I'm like, I didn't make lunch yesterday either, and I have to make lunch for today.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least I had a good day.
Yeah. So while we're recording now, if we fast forward 1 year, what do we hope that looks like? You have an almost 4-year-old.
Yeah. I was thinking about that yesterday too, because I'm like wondering how long will I be able to keep this new tradition up? At some point, will I want to actually spend the time with my mother and my in-laws celebrating me
Mm-hmm.
together? And
Yep.
will there be a point where we do that? Or do I want to continue this being the alone time that I get? Because by next year, maybe we will have a nap that's dropped. So I won't have that little bit of alone time in between to either spend with my husband alone or to go out and do my own thing. It'll look completely different, but I kind of really want to stick with this alone time thing. It's
Mm-hmm.
that in itself is a gift to me for that day.
Yep.
Because my husband's like, oh, let's go out to eat. I'm like, no, because then I'm still responsible for him. I'm going to still have to get up out of my seat and go follow him around to wherever he's going. Yeah, it's easier on dinner wise, but not
Yep.
on my energy that I'd have to spend.
No. It's
What
not
about
like
you?
he's incapable.
Right. Oh, he would probably do it, but I'd feel more guilty that
Yeah,
I should be
you
doing
just do
it.
it automatically. Anyway.
Yes. Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I
I love
wouldn't
the
change
picnic though.
anything. I wouldn't change anything before 6 p.m. Just when it all fell apart.
Which is maybe then what you need to guard yourself on. But like next year, do the picnic,
Mm.
enjoy that day, and then you go be by yourself for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's a new add-on that you just put into there to make sure that you're guarding
Yep.
what
'Cause again,
happens after the fun.
yeah. Because there's still the organising that all goes into all of it. Yeah. And I knew I
Well,
was probably tired, and when am I not tired? Really? But yeah, I
what
just
kind of
wish I.
plan could you put in place to eliminate the decisions being made before?
Mm-hmm.
So that way it's really just a pick up, sandwiches from the shop and go.
Yep.
Give instructions to each child. I mean, by next year, then you'll have a 12 and 9-year-old
Old.
and almost 4-year-old and
And a 1-year-old.
a 1-year-old. Like
1.5. 1.5. Oh my gosh.
everyone
Yep.
can pack a bag to bring. Okay, you grab the silverware, you grab the cups, you grab the
Yep.
drinks, and if
It
they're all
wasn't
packing
even.
lunches now.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't even that much of an effort.
Which would be really fun. Just have the older two pack lunch and be like, hey, look, you're packing lunch for the whole family. Let's make it fun and see what they bring. I mean, you might not eat well, but
No. Yep. I definitely just do a lot more checking myself around that time and not feel so much need to try and fix things. Yep.
when you're celebrating
Thanks.
yourself, it's not the day to do work on fixing things.
Mhm. Thanks. Ingrown stories that I carry around. Yep. Mhm. Interesting, isn't it? Because if you think about Father's Day, do you organise the majority of that?
Yes, I do, I guess. I do try to figure out like what does he want to do, and usually it's I don't want or need anything. So I'm like, okay, I will try to make this special for all of us. But
But
most times we
shouldn't.
just do an in-law trip or a parent trip
Mhm.
and go visit them, and he's just eh. So I'd like to try and do something special for him where he does have a day to himself like he did.
It's hard because it sounds like there's not as much need.
Yeah, because he has a lot more alone time than I do, probably.
Mhm. Yeah.
Especially when I take the kid. When I used to say the kids, I don't have plural kids. I have one. So it sounds weird. I take the
Pets,
kid.
pets.
When I take my son to church on Sunday mornings, he gets Sunday mornings alone up until nap time's over. Like every
Yep.
week. Because
Wow.
I make church a priority for myself. So I don't always leave him behind because he likes to come. He gets pissy at me if I don't bring him. Like,
Yep.
so hubby gets Sunday mornings off every week, which he needs because granted he works 6 days a week. So he does get that alone time. And does he really need an alone day by himself on Father's Day? Or does he really need a whole day with my son? It's a forced full day of hanging out.
I totally think we should check in next year. Actually see how it goes.
I think so. I think so, big time. I think
Yep.
even on Father's Day, we need to check in and see how that day is going.
Indeed. Maybe we can get some fathers on Father's Day.
Oh, that would be an interesting twist. Oh man. Well,
Ooh.
I will be camping with Bobby. Be with us camping. We're going to be camping that week. So if he's around while we're camping, we might need to get him on that episode.
Done deal. All right.
Be doing planning for Father's Day?
Ours isn't until like September.
Oh, yours is a lot later than ours. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then that gives us 2 check-in points. That's good.
Yep.
Well, I'm glad our Mother's Days fall on the same day.
Isn't that funny? I wonder why they do that. Huh. Oh well, maybe just for us.
Well,
All right.
Guess we'll keep this one short.
We will.
Okay. Well, I'm glad we got to chat about our Mother's Day and plans for the future, Linda.
Yeah, as always.
Thanks for tuning in. And as always, I hope you keep mucking up.
Unstuck your muck.
Unstuck your muck. That's what up.
Stuck your muck.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye. Thanks, Linda.
Bye.